Hey everybody, I'm Joey Evans, and I love Shadows of Brimstone. I know it's been on my top 100. I'm not sure where it is now. And well, you're going to find out in about a month. It keeps going up. I love this game. I love this game system. And we have yet to do a full review of it here on the channel. Why? Because I want everyone else to play it. I have people that I want to push forward and play this game to see what they think of it, because I love everything this whole world has to offer. So we are going to do a playthrough on the channel, either live or we're having to play them off camera and then give their thoughts on it. So I've been holding off on doing some reviews until they play it. But I can't hold off anymore because I want to review some of the different supplement and expansion packs with Shadows of Brimstone. First off, if you don't know Shadows of Brimstone, it's a very, it's kind of like a dungeon crawl, Old West, but you have these portals. You can go and you can get different expansions and things, and everything can come together. You can mix and match. You can have it just isolated in one certain genre if you want to, or like I like to, sometimes different things enter into your missions and things. So I really think of it as like D&D at the tabletop. I really love that. Anyway, this is not a review of Shadows of Brimstone itself. This is about supplements. And again, what I like about Shadows of Brimstone is the fact you can add different things to it. And I have gotten 4 different supplement packs just like this, a lot of these, and these are going to be what adds variety to your games. So I'm going to go into each of these and talk about them briefly because there are a lot of supplements out there. So this is pretty much to show you what is in each one and see if it would fit into your Shadows of Brimstone game. So let's take a look at these 4. Okay, so first off, we're going to go into these supplements here. And again, these supplements, they come in like a blister pack like this. And you actually get the cards out. And they are something that you can add to one of the decks, whether it's encounter, artifacts, whatever. They kind of spice up the game. I'm not going to give numbers for a lot of these reviews. I'm going to tell you what I think about them and what is in them. Because everyone's play style is different, as well as my play style is different depending on who I'm going to play with or the game I'm setting up. So this way you know what is good about these and if they will fit into a certain mission you're looking at or into your play style. First off, we're going to take a look at Dead Man's Bounty right here. Dead Man's Bounty, these are really good. These are all they are is new gears that are found on the bodies of outlaws, right? So these really match that mine feel as you go through the mines. In theory, you're going to find adventurers, outlaws, and things that have been there before you. So on this one, you're going to find their bodies, and they could actually give you stuff if you, well, really loot their bodies, right? So a couple of these that get, like, for instance, one thing that you have to know with the supplement packs, people don't like these. They usually come, there's a card list on there. They usually come with a couple of certain ones and then one of everything. The ones that are two of certain cards, I usually sometimes just toss those. I want to have the one option of those things showing up. But it's nice they have that in case you want it. So first off, let's go to a couple of that stand out to me. One, Dead Man's Boots. These are good. Anytime you roll a 6 for move, you may heal 2 sanity, which is a huge deal. Canteen on here, once per adventure, you can heal. That's really good. You heal 2d6 wounds. I like, a lot of these have, if you have certain people in your parties, for example, the sawed-off shotgun can be only used by outlaw. And there's a new lantern in here, the mining lantern. I like this one. Once per turn, use 2 grit to re-roll the hold back the darkness roll. And the grit may be spent by any mix of heroes. And that's also a light source. So that's pretty nice. That's a nice, different thing to give someone that they can hold on to if it is a longer campaign. And then this actually I really enjoy here. This is a bandana. Once per turn, you may re-roll an escape test. Because it's a bandana, right? So anyway, you've got Jack of Hearts, Outlaw's Gun Belt. This one I like. This one is probably one of the most vanilla packs. It's not really like focused on a certain genre if you're trying to go. This is just something that's found in the mines. So this one, I'm not sure what year it came out. This one is one that will probably just go into all the decks as I'm going through. So no matter what mission they're on, this is something they can find within the mines. I like it again. Dead Man's Boots. You got shotguns, vest. Oh, Dead Man's Dice. I do like this one. At the start of every fight, you may roll a d6. If doubles are rolled, recover grit up to your max grit. That's awesome. But if a total of 7 is rolled, you take 3 horror hits. I like that one because, first off, if you roll dice, you know that 7 is hit a lot. If you ever play Space Base, it's hit a lot. That's a chance. But if you're getting low on grit, you're going to take that chance. And you'd be like, all right, it's either great or it's really, really bad. So anyway, that's something fun to add to it. So that is Dead Man's Bounty. Okay, one thing I didn't mention, the Dead Man's Bounty actually is a gear. They're all gear cards, so they go into your gear deck. So each of these are usually different. This was an encounter deck right here. This one we are jumping to Ancient Terrors, which is the Targa Plateau. And Targa Plateau is pretty much in the game. It's described as this dead world that slipped into an ice age, but it has like crumbling alien architecture. And a lot of it still works, but it's covered in ice and snow. So it's that type of thing, the Targa Plateau, which you've probably seen if you play City of Ancients and different Shadows of Brimstone. So this kind of fits into that era if you're going to use those. So those encounters are ones that happen on that plateau. Again, you can mix and matches anywhere. But anyway, so the Ancient Terrors, this is one looking through here. These are pretty much, again, they're encounters, so they're battles and checks, and a lot of them can be pretty rough. These are ones I've used a couple times, only when they're really muscling through, I see I have a powerful party and they can take it. Because a lot of these do remain in play. And a lot of this is to discover it, it's going to be some flavor text. I don't want to ruin that for you if you get these, but there's certain things. There's Ice Storm, Long Abandon, Freezing Chill, A Scream Beyond Time. It's a pretty good one right there. And there's like a Dead Alien. What is that? Oh, Dead Alien Hunter. They really lean into the whole alien feel of that. So it depends on what you want to do on your plateau runs. If you're wanting to go full architecture for like alien tech, or you want to go the cold, or there's some of the mix of. This is a cool one, Cold Intelligence. This is one where it's interesting where everybody then gets brought back to the same tile and has to battle this robot with, I think they're cunning tests and all that. So these I really enjoy. I won't use these all the time. I will use those only in the Targa missions. But it's something nice to have if you do spend a lot of time in those Targa Plateau, or you like to focus on the cold and the alien tech. This is a great one to add. This is Ancient Terrors. Okay, we're going to stay in the Targa Plateau for the next one, but this is an artifact deck. Artifacts, when your party finds an artifact, those are really special. Those are like moments where you're like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The cool thing about these artifacts is these right here, they're from the Targa Plateau, but what I enjoy about these is they can be found somewhere different. They have the story of an explorer, an adventurer that went over there, and he brought it back to wherever they are. And these, man, I really like these. These artifacts give you kind of that Stargate Atlantis feel, which I don't know if you ever watched that, but Stargate Atlantis is the whole thing is there trying to explore this alien tech they just kind of got, and they had to figure out how to use it. So these artifacts kind of give me that feel on there. There's a lot in there. For example, right here, there's the isolation field. There's a plasma sword. I mean, a plasma sword. Yes, please. And there's Shadow Bracelet Warp Crystals. Discard when drawing a world card to choose the world instead of drawing randomly. It's pretty cool. So you can kind of choose where you're going to go. Hollow recording. I love this experiment canister. Here's the thing about these. These can be, there's also a plasma, there's a gun in here as well. That's pretty powerful. There's a gate rifle, right? It's got a range of 10 and critical hits are on a 5 or a 6. That's pretty big, right? But some of these, the big thing about these are these can be a bit powerful, so there might be a reason to kind of get rid of those later if you do a campaign style game, right? You may want to have your party not hold on to them the whole time. But some of those kind of take care of themselves, like experiment canister. This is cool. This just adds +1 cunning, right? Now, if sold in town, you roll a d6. So if you sell it, then it's going to have no effect, and at the end of the current day, a random building in town is destroyed. Or you roll once on the tavern event chart as the creature in the canister breaks loose. See, it's pretty cool. So they also have a bit of a dark side, some of them, but these are just really cool, and they give that feel that I want to get in a lot of my games, that there's this tech out there that you're not used to seeing, but if you acquire it, you can use it, but sometimes it's unstable. So this is great. Shadow Bracelets. Man, there's a lot. Oh, Isolation Field. I do love this one. Once per fight, choose yourself or another model within a range 2. Until the end of next turn, that model may not move, attack, or be attacked. That's pretty cool. So you put an Isolation Field over someone. Now it says right here, what's great is you choose yourself or another model. So that's any model. I've used it as a person, a friendly, or a foe. So you can kind of isolate that person to get them out of the battle for a bit. Either give them a chance to heal or be like, got to figure out how to handle this. So I like that. So anyway, this tech is something really cool to add. Again, it comes from the Targa Plateau, but it doesn't have to be limited to that. So anyway, that is artifacts number 1. Okay, I kind of saved the best for last. I shouldn't say which one I like best, but I did like those artifacts. But this one is Blood Money Mine Encounters. Okay, so this right here, first of all, it works well with, I don't want to say the base because there's a lot of bases out there, but it works well with any of them, right? So the whole thing is this really adds to the greed that your party has. If you have a party that really loves to get money or XP, this really leans into it and it really tempts them. It has them tempt fate to get more money or XP. So these right here, it's an encounter deck. So they're going to go to different encounters, things that can show up. And they're not as hard as the other encounter deck we looked at. But they do pose decisions. Like I love the Bandits layer. Again, I'm not going to read the flavor text. But each hero may take 1 corruption hit to break open a crate and pilfer the stolen goods. Strength 4. And there's good things and bad things that can happen. All right, it really kicks up the danger on some of these. You got a couple bandit layers. Standoff, Voice of Betrayal, Smuggler's Trap. So what's cool is if you have a party that really enjoys getting gold or XP, these are fantastic to get. Because again, it's gold, it's a benefit, but it also comes with a price. I kind of like that give and take that this certain supplement does offer. Cursed Gold right here. Oh, I love this. So any hero may take up to 2,000 in cursed gold from the trunk in increments of 100 gold. However, for each 100 you took, you must roll a d6, and you can't use grit on that. For every 1 rolled, add a Growing Dread card to the stack. Now, if you add 4 more, then you're also going to get some other detriments as well. So all of this is really cool. Blood-Soaked Sand. This has a good feeling to it. So this is one I think is probably always going to be in my deck. In the mines, this is something very fun. I like when it adds that RPG to it. It gives them that role-playing feel where they have to make a decision rather than just roll checks on something happening to them. They get kind of a choice in there. So this right here, this Blood Money actually adds that to it. Okay, so that was 4 supplement packs. These are not new packs. These have been available for a while, and they are, as of now, still available. And the whole thing is with Shadows of Brimstone, and a lot of these, I don't care when they were released. I want to be able to see them, and even if they're small, I like to have a little overview out there so you can know if it fits into your play style. So if you guys want to see more Shadows of Brimstone, let me know. I'm going to take a look at a lot of the bigger expansions coming up soon. So we will have those. Will be more single reviews because they're a bit bigger boxes and stuff. And we will take a look at some of the boxes too. And eventually, we're going to be playing the full game because I think a lot of people here at the studio are going to love it. So if you do want to see more Shadows of Brimstone content, let me know in the comments below because there's a lot of stuff I want to put out. I also want to put a guide up there about if you're looking at getting into this game, where's the best place to start? There's a lot out there. So I would be more than happy to do that video as well. So please comment below. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. And out of all of these, I have to say, I love the blood money. I love the artifacts. But each one is situational. And they go in your campaign and they make it yours, which is where I think this game really stands out. All right, I'm Joey Evans, and I love Shadows of Brimstone.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video on the Dice Tower. Hey, do you want to know what's going on with Dice Tower? Do you want to know about our events, our cruises, special things that we're going to do live here in the Dice Tower? Subscribe to Dice Tower Digest. Go to dicetowerdigest.com. It's a newsletter that we send out bi-weekly. We won't use your email for anything else. This is just to get you some information about the Dice Tower so you'll be up to date. Thanks for watching.